You guys might remember Ghostbusters. This was one of my favorite movies when I was a child, and today we are playing Mythbusters, okay? So we will take the biggest 5 myths of space that are actually thrown into audience through maybe some people that don't know so much about technology or don't have so much knowledge about it, or just short sell the stock space. And therefore we will go one by one and I will show you that each of one we can nicely demagic, and therefore this is a video for you. Myth number 1 is actually an engineering myth, okay? So the most of those bad guys or short sellers or people just with limited knowledge are saying that the rocket that is attached to the spaceship 2 is not reusable. And they have to exchange this against a new one, and this would take 3 to 4 months. Okay, let's dive into the latest business description that was launched by Virgin Galactic just recently. I shared it in my Discord channel. If you want to get access to this unbelievable great community, then just check out the join button below all my videos and you can get access to our Discord, or you can get access even to one-on-one with me. So very, very huge value that no other YouTuber in the stock investing world is actually offering. So check it out and let me know if you are joining. And then let's dive into the description that we shared there. It's mentioning, with the exception of the rocket motor's fuel and oxidizer, which must be replenished after each flight, Spaceship 2 is designed as a wholly reusable spaceship. Okay, so what does it mean in very simple terms is that not the whole engine needs to be replaced, but only fuel and another liquid that is used in this engine rocket. Otherwise, it's totally reusable, okay? It's SpaceX shit out there, okay? So don't think about that Virgin Galactic is so simple and so stupidly engineered that they are not, having the full ship reusable, and therefore amazing margins possible with each flight where they fly out very wealthy people for a very high price. Guys, first of all, let me tell you, I love Elon Musk and I love SpaceX. What they demonstrated with the Crew Dragon mission was not only historic, but super beautiful to watch. The spaceship, the revolutionary new things that they showed up, the attachment to the space station, the flight back, everything, streamed. It felt really nice, and it was so historic because it was the first ever astronaut since a long time to fly from US soil. Now, some people are thinking that SpaceX is in total competition to Virgin Galactic, and let me tell you, it's totally wrong. They have a fully determined mission to make humanity interplanetary. Watch all the Elon Musk interviews about SpaceX. It's the total end product. Yes, on the way they will do some things that bring them money, okay? They did the Starlink project, okay, or still doing it, and then they making this Crew Dragon missions. They will make a planetary point-to-point travel, but space tourism is still very far away. And just think about it, okay? The Crew Dragon mission was costing somewhere around $400 million, and divided by the astronauts it was around $55 million. So just as a very simple calculation, so they need to fly into space 1,600 astronauts if the cost stays approximately the same as Crew Dragon, and they want to achieve the price per astronaut of the price that Virgin Galactic is already offering it today. So as you can see, maybe they will do it in a totally different way. Maybe they will say, you know, we are flying anyway 8 astronauts to the space station, and you know, the last 10 additional places can be filled by some astronauts, and we will charge $10 million for it, and then you can go to the ISS or something like that. But this is also years away, okay? And Virgin Galactic flying already their first client, Richard Branson, in the Q1 of 2021. So totally different visions for both companies. So stay cool and enjoy the ride with Virgin Galactic. Myth number 3 you will get after you like this video. Thank you very much. And if you are subscribing, I will promise you to give you the very best content on daily basis, like I'm doing now for almost 1.5 years, guys, without no day off. Okay, so I'm super committed. I hope you too. So smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I wish that you will be here a regular viewer. And let's dive into the third myth, which is they will never make it. Okay, so let's just put it to perspective. This would mean that they never achieved anything, and people are thinking actually they will never make it to fly into space. Well, let me put you straight. Okay, so they did it already multiple times, and the last few times are video recorded, so as evidence on their YouTube channel. Okay, so you can watch the whole thing with starting, going up to space, coming down, and everybody is healthy. 3 new astronauts are born. So as you can see, they are doing it already. Okay, so there's no big difference to putting 6 seats inside and doing it with real customers. Okay, so actually there is the FAA regulation that want to have the full rehearsal before they getting their commercial license, and I believe that this is the single most reason why Richard Branson was delayed to Q1 2021, because I think that the first flight, so the second powered flight from now on, where they will have 4 mission specialists on the flight, was already planned with Richard Branson, but the FAA want to have first, you know, a full rehearsal of the flight, and therefore they will do the second flight, which will be the third power flight from now on in Q1 2021 with Richard Branson. So got it, as it is already happening, guys, and therefore it's just a matter of time until we will have the first people flying. If it's Q1 or Q2 or even Q3 of 2021, I'm not that much concerned about their success of their companies and plans, and I will be heavily rewarded if so, and I know there's some out there that will be heavily rewarded too. Okay, so there are literally people out there that thinking Richard Branson doesn't care about Virgin Galactic. And I can understand that in some weird parallel universe this might seem true, but not in reality, guys. And let me tell you, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I founded a couple of companies, and same like Richard Branson, you are so committed to your company, okay? You love your babies, guys, okay? And you can see that actually in one of those videos when they did the first powered flight into space, when he cried and, you know, full of emotions that they finally did it. And I believe that this is one of the most important projects for him, to going into space, to having this ultimate experience. If you think about it, all his experiences are relatively normal, right? Like cruise line ships or Atlantic Airlines or music labels, radio, and so on. But this is really something that was never done before, a space tourism company, and now he has the team on board and he is super happy. And if you are looking into the stock, obviously, you know, people thought that this is highly bad for Virgin Galactic stock. It was about in May when it was announced that Richard Branson is selling, and it was about 20 or 25% that Virgin Galactic lost then, because first a lot of stocks were offered to be sold on the stock market more than usual, and therefore you had more offer on the stock market than demand, so therefore the stock went down. And secondly, people thought, you know, this is a bad sign, I will sell my Virgin Galactic stock. And you know, this is the problem, because they don't understand that, you know, he is really committed. Believe me, with all my entrepreneur heart that I have to all my experiences, this guy is like the ultimate entrepreneur, and he is definitely 1000% behind it. Guys, he, you know, going on the first flight, he's, you know, loving the PR and marketing behind the company. Therefore, you don't have to be concerned at all. The last myth for today is also a funny one, that many are saying this stock is a pump and dump. Now, first, what does it mean? So pump and dump is really known as a method to go in a stock, pump it up through good news, through false statements, and so on, and then people, big investors, are going out of the stock, and you know, the stock crash afterwards. Well, this is very common, but for penny stocks, guys, okay? Virgin Galactic is a highly, okay, credited company that are in the business for more than a decade. And they are backed by Richard Branson, Shamas Palihapitiya, okay? Those are very credited investors, okay? Those are billionaires. They will never ever put their name or their money into something like a scam, okay? So don't think even closely that this could be a pump and dump, okay? This will be a go in and get eventually very rich, because the stock has so much potential, okay? Because it's in one of the 5 big industries like AI, sustainable energy, space, right? Those are the big industries that will change the world, and it's one of the first public companies that you can invest in, into going into space. And yes, it starts with a small niche market, the tourism, but it will extend, okay? It will extend to point-to-point travel around the world. It will extend to different kind of things into space, and I will be very, you know, sad if, you know, they will not reach their goals. And I know that I don't have to be sad, because a very talented, very credited, and very good team is all behind this company. And I love to put my money into companies where I know some of the smartest people on this planet are actually going after the challenges that are ahead, and solving problems on the way is bringing value, and therefore also more value to every single share that I or you own in Virgin Galactic. And therefore we can be quite happy if everything plays out like we think, and I'm very much convicted to that.